All right. Welcome back. Let's see. To refresh ourselves, what do we have on the docket? We have tasks, vengeance from the grave. We need to confront Nonton, that's right. And then... All right, we have the discount. I suppose actually taking them up on the lodging will complete this task probably. Also, though, we have to seek help for our condition, right? But we don't really have anyone to seek help from yet. The ruins of Kilantlis. Right, but we don't really have anyone to discuss that with either. In fact, even discussing it is incredibly dangerous around here. And then... Right, I'm still sick. And the magistrate urged me to rest, right? Okay. Did I say hi to the blacksmith yet?
As you wish.
Maybe I should actually come back here and talk to old Tenfrith. He's the one we rescued, right? Hey, Tenfrith. Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. Ah, yes, the kitchen is your savior. Now, it's so good to be back. Do you think I let this go do not think I let this go unrewarded? I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets. Ooh, my dearest recipe. Oh, you beautiful, you a dwarf? A gnome? Halfling? After this, you will eat nothing else. The party has received savory pie recipe. It's like a meat pie then. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Thank you so much, Tenfrith. I will name a dish in your honor. Oh, you stop. It's nothing. You won't get mad if I take something from here, will you? Actually, what is that? That looks like that might be stealing. A symbol for stealing. Yeah. Meanwhile, this one, we aren't stealing from. Okay. Let me just do one more once-over of the city before resting. No, they're still there. The bodies. You guys have something to say about that? No. Ever been to Defiance Bay? No. Probably. The roads like they are, I'll stay put. Fair enough. Feels like we've been seeing more bandits along the roads of late. Careful if you head east. Well, this is west. Guards patrol the eastern wood, but not the Black Meadow. See the map, too. Right, we haven't stopped by the temple. Or the smithy. Wait, no, the temple is, the temple was burned. Maybe we could try going down. I wonder why they burned the temple. A rising sun and the three dawn stars, the symbol of Aethys. Wretched beasts. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect. Oh, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeves soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain. Yeah, I'm guessing the animals he was talking about were the people and not creatures here.
Good day, stranger.
Oh, he's a pale elf. Or no, it's because I'm a pale elf. Huh. Thought you were some... never mind. Whoever you are, you've traveled a long way to reach a dark place. Well, this temple wasn't specifically my destination. Though you could be talking about the city, I suppose, the village. In which case, kinda, it seems. This temple isn't what it used to be. Probably for the best. Times being as they are. He groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. Well, maybe there are animals here then. Regards you warily. Maybe you'd have better luck. Better luck with what? The man points his finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Aethys, the scattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over the Deerwood. From Ridkers, even. Assume that's a big city far away. Until the war, of course. Even then, you'd get some of the stubborn ones. The ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Oh, right, Aethys is the dead god. Is this really the time for a history lesson? Right now, let's, hey. Yeah. Horton laughs and winces as it jostles his arm. Just giving you the full story is all. I actually do appreciate it. Sorry for being snide. What I want is in deeper inside the temple, where the priests lived. Lord Raedric had them killed. Seems the poor bastards on the tree outside. It's pretty dark he would attack and burn a temple like this. Really need to avoid getting on his bad side, I think. The temple's been sealed up for years since. Until just a short time ago. That's where I got involved. And you, now, I hope. Horton pauses to breathe a moment. The priests, if you can find the remains, well, maybe you could give them a proper burial. Yeah, it seems for the best. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if, burning this temple like this, considering the role that Aethys has in rebirth, and, you know, the recycling of souls, basically. If the burning of this temple has something to do with the, seeming curse that's been placed upon this village. I'll find them. I have some questions first. Yes. Why can't you, we can see why he can't do this himself. Who are you, anyway? Wurton offers you a weak grin. Name's Wurton. I've lived in Gilded Vale long enough to remember how grand it used to be. He shrugs and looks away. I used to help the temple sometimes. Bring supplies, that's all. So you feel bad for the dead priests, priestesses? Won't Lord Raedric mind us digging around down here? I wouldn't go telling him about it. Lingering in these places, it's no good for anyone. But you do this quick and quiet, and we can do right by those priests without raising a fuss. Fair enough. Any chances there's something worth down there worth a little more than some old bones? Well, we don't need to question him about that. If we find anything, we'll keep it discreetly to ourselves. Why can't you do this yourself? Well, I tried. Only got a short ways in before I got in over my head. Grimaces. Haven't raised a blade in a long time. Turns out it isn't something you can just pick up again. Not like riding a bike, then. But you look like you can handle yourself. Fair enough. I have no more questions. Then, what do you say? I'll do you this solid. I enjoy exploring ruins anyways. I'll find them. Or I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. He laughs bleakly. Well, I meant to be in and out. Nice and quick. I'm not hurting anyone, it's just Lord Raedric's forbidden anyone having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. It's a good cause, though, isn't it? You could make some coin in the process. I do like the sound of that. I'm in need. I don't have any long-term prospects at the moment. I'll find them. Then by the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long. It's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll be there still, if they're anywhere. Hopefully they are still dead, so to speak, and not up and about. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care. Or take care down there. I don't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll do what I can. I'll wait up here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe to try to patch myself up some. All right. Left or right, I think they lead to the same place. I wonder if the sconces, the trick sconces and other stuff will light up with tab. Oh, a spiderling, an ivory one. And they're immune to web. Please die. Yeah, we don't need any spells for a single spiderling. Actually, you know, actually, no, it's at 12 right now. Is that the base amount? Initiate's note. This parchment is relatively intact, but the ink upon it has faded. You can make out a few patches of careful, tidy script. I assume that was saying visitors to the ritual floor. Rectrix or Obrica says, probably redemption for even these. Forgot and struck the largest bell first, rather than second. Rest is illegible. So eventually we'll find a bell or two. And we want to strike the largest second, not first. Definitely want to take that. Well, we'll probably camp in here a little bit later, so that'll be useful to restock. Another spiderling. Perhaps I should, actually, I forget if this one attacks, this one has anyone in the area of effect. This one, though, doesn't. This is magic missiles. Now, he can use these once per battle. Or, well, actually, no, I see 4 and 2. Presumably, that's the number of times he can use it currently. Then Arcane Assault. Let's go with a, magic missile.
Is it?
Oh, yikes. That's a lot of them. Perhaps we should let them get a little closer first. Oh, yikes. Can't use these yet. Fair enough.
What is it?
Launching, oh, there's big ones over there. Launching webs at me. Okay, does this one only affect it? No, this is an AoE. 1.78 meter radius. No, not that. Alright, let's try that. Oh, it's stuck over there. So if they move, well, not good. Also in here is really, really dangerous. Be nice if I could target not an enemy, but just a spot. We should probably do our second wind. Shit.
Most inconvenient.
I think we're about to die. Yeah. Was not prepared for the spider onslaught. Should we come back here after we have, you know, a melee tank of some sort? That seems like a good idea.
As you wish.
Let's talk to the blacksmith then. Assuming he's open. Yeah, stealing. Pretty sure. And there's guards here. Dented and dull, these swords look ready for the forge. Not many people in here these days. Just me, the Lord Redrick's people, of course. Speak to Master Tuatanu if you want something. I assume that's no, that's an apprentice. Want to buy something? Yeah, Tuatanu. And I don't know who you two are, but this is probably a case where it'll be another, yeah, reaching out. Let's talk to Tuatanu first. This Aumana, or Aumaua man, is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans. That's kind of cool. His thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a squared jaw, face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome. You've the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be. But we find weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now. And haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe, to make some coin. He snorts. As if that lot would dare. When bandits wouldn't surprise me. He's right about the bandits. The dire situations in villages like this and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. He scratches his jaw, thinking, if you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for a supply wagon. Or my shipment, at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. That was the one that they were saying wasn't patrolled, isn't it? Or is it the other way around? That was the one that was patrolled. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Redrick. He glances at the nearby guard. And that's as it should be. But it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. I'll see them back safe and sound. I'd appreciate your trying, anyhow. You bring back the supplies, at least, and I'll have much more to offer you. A discount to start. If you do find my workers, you give them a good smack upside the head for me. If they're probably dead.
Gods keep you.
Good to see you again. Afraid we're still running low on goods. I'd still like to see them. Of course. Jenna's lance. That's expensive. Not actually a proper lance, but a pike. Huh. It was gifted to an Orlan maid along with a goat by her wizard master Cabrindo. So they take this as a magic weapon. Wandering from place to place with only her goat, her pike, and a reputation for negligence that preceded her. Her fortunes changed one day when she encountered a pair of soldiers trapped by a group of bandits. Too short to wield the pike properly, she instead climbed atop her goat and spurted into the fray, leveling the pike into like a lance and running one of the bandits through. This must have been an amazing sight. Oh, sounds like something a sort of playful D&D party would get up to. I love it. Frightened and confused by the display and intimidated by Jenna's coarse language, the remaining bandits fled. The soldiers' lives were spared, yeah. That's amazing. Oh, and a special arbalest. Nice. It's already got 3 of 14 enchantments. Imagine this one has, 4 of 14. Stiletto, a style of dagger. Well, I don't think I really need any of these. Not right now. Oh, right, I don't want to forget you guys. So, Harlan Orenson. You see a man crouching, surreptitious and alone, a series of untamed shrubs, all that hides him from the vision ahead. His eyes are locked on a Delmgen, beautiful and terrible, eyes half-lidded as she hums. Not familiar with what that is. A bird with fantastic blue and orange plumage sits on her shoulder, trilling gently, and the man is entranced. Trembling, tentative, he stands, and the tranquility is broken by the bird's startled squawk. The Delmgen half smiles, beckoning with twig-like fingers. She does not speak as he approaches. His mouth is dripping sounds of awe and admiration. She waits, coy and tempting. It's like a siren. And with agonizing slowness, he is before her. Then something changes. She sees something hanging limply from his side and begins to hiss. Fingers suddenly claws and eyes black with hate. He is maybe spots a religious relic of some sort. He has no time to reach for his axe or grimoire as she strikes, and just as soon as she strikes, she is gone. The only evidence of her existence, the shuddering wreck on the ground. He grabs at his grimoire nevertheless and begins to chant. But the words of magical language of his own imagining scribbled in a maniacal shorthand, ring hollow. The silence continues unabated. He turns and shrugs as someone or something, or shrugs at someone or something, but if there's something there, you do not see it. Interesting. And then Dwagon's Steel Collar. You see a group of adventurers surrounded by a crowd of attacking Zarips, or Sharips. This man is with them, seemingly unconcerned by the battle, even detached from it as he stands in the middle of his comrades, chanting. Is he a chanter? His expression bordering on elation. His voice is powerful and deep, booming out across the combatants as a rich counterpoint to the chaos of their fighting. With every phase or phrase, the battlefield changes. His allies glow with a pulsing blue light, freezing the Sharips that surround them. A blazing pyre erupts from the ground, cutting and burning the creatures and sending them scattering. One of the fallen Sharips suddenly explodes as 3 giant grubs crawl from its corpse and attack the remaining enemies. Yikes. The man continues to chant, thoroughly enthralled in the joy of the moment. Finally, The creatures have been reduced to one. His allies stand back as the man approaches it, still chanting. Removes his hammer and swings it at the Sharp. His phrase ends as the hammer connects with its head, punctuating the spell and bringing his song to an end. Yeah, definitely a chanter, I think. Now, we could go to this home here. I think it was Ingrod's home. Ingrod's. There's also a windmill. A few other places, too, that aren't listed. Nanton is here. Should we confront him now? There it is. Ingrod. This man and woman appear to have been in deep conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Hail and well met.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this woman, Nanton? Nanton coughs. Yes, I think we met in the Valewood. I warned her about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you've made it. Was there something else you wanted? You two seem to be in a hurry. Yeah, let's play this subtle at the moment. Yes, I imagine so. She laughs. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and... She looks at Nanton. Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. He reaches to take her hand. It's time for some new scenery, he says. I know what really happened in that bear cave, Nanton. The color drains from his face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Are you accusing him of something? Ingrod looks to Nanton, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Pearlie's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. The death at least was, but foul play was definitely involved. Nanton shakes his head minutely. You see a tremble in his hands. What would make you suggest such a thing? Stop. I have no patience for cowards and liars. True, I definitely do not. I had a vision in the cave. I saw Pearlie's last moments as he lived them. Yeah. Or should we be diplomatic? Let's be diplomatic. Why did you do it? He was your friend. He hesitates, then his expression darkens. My friend. He was a cruel enough man to his friends. You didn't know him. You wouldn't defend him if you did. His hand falls to his sword belt. Nanton, wait! Ingrod raises a hand. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this isn't what you think. Pearlie, my husband, he was as much a beast as that bear. I'm at least willing to hear you guys out. I tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. She looks away, expression pained. Nanton, we met, and I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. She looks down at the satchels. We've some coin saved up. You could have it, if you'll only let us go. I mean, is it true he was an abuser like that? If so, I'm less inclined to seek justice on his behalf. I'm not going to attack. I'll take their word for that. I could turn them into the magistrate. But, no. I think I'll believe you. I do. Yeah, do I want to take the money? No, if what she says is true, I'm very sympathetic. Ah, damn it, keep the money. Ingrid blinks, surprised. Then, thank you, truly. I'm glad you understand. Only, here, take this at least. Hope it brings you luck. She looks to Nonton, smiling. We have a long journey ahead of us. A minor ring of deflection. I wish you well on your own travels, stranger. We won't forget this. Good luck. Please don't actually kill other people, though. Run away. But try not to, add murder to the list in the future. A half-empty bottle of some sort of liquor. Presumably, the guy was a drunk. Assuming she was telling the truth. But, I have no reason to truly doubt them. Should we go to the windmill? I doubt there's anything really here, but... Well, let's also... I already have a minor ring of deflection. I guess we can, give this one to you for now. Oh? What's this? We know there's more grain in there, Trumbell. Ah, hungry peasants, seeking food. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. A muffled shout emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets shot between the eyes. Gods, hear me, Swener. Swener, I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads. But we'll be back, Trumbull. And we'll have fair prices, or by the flame, we'll have a reckoning. Interesting. Is this Trumbull extorting people? Do I dare go in? I feel like he might shoot me between the eyes. An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter, shakes violently in his grip. Get back, if you value your life. Hold on. Or put that down before you get yourself hurt. He only raises the club higher. I mean it. I won't have Swainer and his lackeys threatening me in my own mill. Who is Swainer? I'm not gonna offer him my hope at the moment. My name is Gwyneth. I've only just arrived in Gilded Vale. He shakes his head. You picked a bad time to come visiting. Gilded Vale's had all its shine scraped off. Just a big dung heap now, and Swainer thinks he's the king of it. They're all of them mad. And who's Swainer? The dwarf. The one standing out there spreading lies among the villagers. Bastard's been here for decades. Hasn't gotten any kinder with time. Maybe he's not a peasant? The miller hesitates, then lowers the club a fraction. Who are you? Swainer roping foreigners into his little crusade now. I haven't actually talked to him yet. What was all that ruckus outside? He shakes his head. Where to begin? Swainer's whipped them up into a froth, going on about the grain stores, claims I've hidden most of it. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air, and I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town for ale. It doesn't seem like a good use of the grain if people are starving. And Swener and his lot sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on the way into town. I didn't get a good look. No. The crop's blighted. Ooh. Okay, that's bad. And most of what I'm getting from the farmers, he gestures to the sacks and containers, it's gone off, rotted through. Man, this town is just all kinds of cursed and falling apart. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat. I've barely got enough food, good grain to go around. Swener's howling after things he has no right to. Oh, do we think he's lying to us? Let's be a little confrontational here. If you want to stop, if you don't want these people to be in here with torches, maybe you ought to stop lying to me. He blinks, taken aback. I'm not. Look, it's no lie. The stores are really low. Or really are low. And with so little grain going around, I had to raise the prices for some people. For some people, but not all. There are folks in this town that deserve far better than Swener and his lot. People who have done more for Gilded Vale. Ah, people like the magistrate. I can't do anything about that. Or I can't. That's just how it works. People think maybe things are different elsewhere. Here, Raedric's men, they keep the village safe, so they eat well. I see. And Swener's people are farmers. They gathered that grain for you. Let's go with what do you mean? Swener, the rest, they've always been troublemakers. Loud, drunken fools. That woman with them, her soul traces back to, Dredon. That wretched brigand, and it shows. We have good people in this town. People still hanging on to what's left of it. They deserve a little more. That's all I'm saying. I see. You know, Swener's people are farmers. They gathered that grain for you. They sure didn't mind losing that grain when it was going into the drinks at the inn. They don't make like kind neighbors when they insult my son. Go stumbling drunk through my own crops. You think they're the only ones that need to eat? Now the crops are sick. And the wind's too weak to get the windmill turning. It looked like it was turning. I guess it's not. Our village's children are born as empty shells. It's not my doing. This place is cursed. And Swener and the others haven't done a thing to help the rest of us through the lean season. Perhaps, though, it sounds like the magistrate hasn't actually done anything to help either. In fact, it seems like he's done the exact opposite of help. Judging by that tree out front. Is your self-righteousness worth losing your family over? Trumbull opens his mouth to protest, but his expression shifts into resignation well before he finally nods and speaks. You're right, he says quietly. I've been trying to plan for the future, but we're in danger here and now. Fine. Tell Swener and the others that I've reconsidered. Provided he pays the same as everyone else, he's welcome to his fair share. Trumbull sighs, and let's hope we can trade for supplies real soon, or we'll all be in a bad way. Okay. I mean, I wasn't intending to resolve the feud like that, but not without airing Swener's side of things. But I'll take it. It seems to me... Oh, no, it is turning. He was trying to, well, it sounds like there are enough supplies, as so long as they ration them properly, for the time being at least. Who are you, Efton? Are you the son? You got what you wanted. Leave us alone. We're going through the stores faster than I feared. This won't last. Ah, yeah, see, that's, yeah. About what I expected here. Still. And it's not right to leave villagers to starve like that. No idea where the Swenner guy is. Probably in the inn, actually. Speaking of which, let's head back now. Yeah, there they are. Swainer. And Gaffwin. And Brethren. Let's talk to Gaffwin first. Fucking magistrate. Half of us starving, he doesn't lift a finger. Fucking magistrate. Yeah, same. Seems yeah, I have to agree. Maybe it's just bad first impressions, but first impressions are important, and the magistrate doesn't seem like the best leader of this village.
Hail, traveler.
Don't know who you are, and don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. Oloth narrows his eyes. Careful. Looks like they are cut from the same cloth as those rowdies who attacked me. He wrinkles his nose. Smells like it, too. I want to hear their side of the story first. I saw you outside the mill. What was that about? Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? It's about Trumbill thinking he's the king of the town on account of he's got the mill to his name. The dwarf's jowls quiver with rage. It's about him barely giving us anything for that wheat we bring him, and then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. It's about farmers going hungry when some bastard gets rich off their crops. That's what it's fucking about. Now shove off! Jeez. Well. What if I told you that Trumbull's changed his mind about his grain prices? The dwarf looks up, blinking. What? You serious? He exchanges looks with his fellows, who grin hesitantly. The old man's listened to reason? Yes, he has. About time. I told them he'd come around, but damn if he didn't take his time about it. He sets a few coppers on the table. Here, buy yourself a drink, now that we can afford it. Goes for you two as well. Drinks on me. Well, I'm glad this was resolved peacefully. And not, with an uprising. Orlon server. Can you get me drinks? No. Kith like you seem to do all right. Do people say that instead of people like you here?
Good day to you.
Hello, innkeep. Pasca. I would like to rent a room finally. Or, do you know anyone looking for work? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience. We do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. Let me see what I have to work with. Oh yeah, I've level 1 and 2 adventurers. Okay. I'm not looking to hire anyone at the moment, though. What do you like to know more about the Black Hound? Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We get a lot of new faces in here, too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. 10/5's the big draw. I'm sure we'll get the big crowds back again in no time. I used to work the tables, actually, until the old owner up and left. You told me about that. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. Aww, poor pup. Assume that's where they got the name. That's the name, see? The Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs pining after him. Poor old girl. Aww. Who would leave their dog behind? Place ended up in my hands somehow. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. No one's tried to steal that out from under you. Please, sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by way of a good meal today. Unless you're fond of cold porridge. I would like a room. Certainly. You're always welcome. Let's see. How much money do we have to work with? Let's stay in the common room for now. Extra perception is always nice, but I don't exactly have a lot of money to work with. This looks like such a cozy room. Dude, are we having to share that bed? I hope not. I guess it's fine. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. Understandable. I mean, as this picture shows, this town is, well, the town has been in better places, and the way the magistrate is dealing with this calamity is less than ideal. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. God, what a nightmare. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcher. I think that confirms my suspicions. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Yeah. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. You called her an animancer. You don't think that she was doing that from beyond the grave, do you? It was just a dream, right? Though it fills you with a new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. Yeah. We'll go and, we'll do that. Sounds very... I just hope she doesn't come awake again. Give my heart a fright if she does.